what I want to tell you right now is about the end of our trial coming up here. Beat these price increases for 3.9. Prices going up, they have to, because of all of the amazing technology we've built into all of our content. Become a level 1, and that trial includes the Slimulator Momentum Tracker, which I'm going to use for some research in just a moment. The SIR, Stock Index Report Weekly Outlook. This is all for people or longer term holders, and the Spider ETF Review. That's level 1 trials. You can get half price trials and more. Level 2 trial includes everything I just told you in level 1, plus the SIR daily snapshot and live feed. We do a fantastic job giving you charts and key numbers for index traders, and you will love that. That also includes our library of nearly 500 videos of all of my experience of 45 years trading, 8 categories in that library. You will never have an opportunity to learn so much in there. Level 2 trial, and that you can get that for half price for a month, and we have some other things in there as far as that goes. Level 3 trial includes everything in level 1 and 2, plus our Slimulator ranking system. That is the 84 best traded symbols with unbelievable information you'll get in there, including charts, our static charts that I do. That's 168 charts included in there on the 84 best symbols. Plus you get our daily trade ideas, and you can email me with questions regarding that. And level 4 trial, everything included in 1, 2, and 3 plus. You will get my charts on your Thinkorswim platform. All of those available in our 1-month trials. And please do write Matt at askSlim.com. You can see that, M-A-T-T, at askSlim.com for those trial links. Unbelievable. All right, so now what I want to do is I want to talk a little bit about the condition of the market using the Slimulator Momentum Tracker. I'm going to push that up in here for you to see. And there is the Momentum Tracker. Incredible piece of technology that we have built in here. I have this right now just set on Apple in the single symbol mode that you can see right there. We have a scan mode that you can do a lot of scans, but what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you the condition of 8 different sectors of the market so you can get a great idea. I'm going to go in here, and you can see we have the S&P 500, the NASDAQ, but what I want to do is I want to look at those spider selects, XLE, XLP, XLV, XLC, XLI, XLK, XLY, XLF. I'm going to show you a bunch of those so you can get a good idea of the conditions of these things. And I'm going to go through here quickly, but you'll get a great idea in here. Let's choose the energy, XLE. You can see in there that we now have a lot of information. You see this right over here as I point to this pie chart at that point. I have this set to directional bias. This is our proprietary formula in here, and we built the algorithm in here. And look at here, 89% of the energies right there are in a condition that is negative, a directional bias that is negative. If I click on LT, the long term, you'll see all of these energy stocks that mostly are in intermediate term, long term, and short term, all negative conditions. And look at the directional bias as I go down here. Very bearish, very bearish, very bearish. It's been this way for a long period of time, and investors would have really seen the horrible condition that we have had here in the energy stocks. You would have been able to duck out of the way of a lot of trouble in here, or maybe even make short sides. Let's move over here to the next one. So that was XLE. Let's go to consumer staples. Now we know consumer staples tend to be a place where they hide, investors hide. 38% have a directional bias in there that are negative, and 53% neutral, only 9% positive. And you can see in here how these set up, all in pretty bad shape. Now look at what I came down here. Clorox, Campbell's Soup, Kroger, those are all green all the way across, and that's where investors are hiding. So you could have parked your money in there and gotten a good sense for stocks that were in good shape. You look at those charts, you'll see they have done relatively well. If you look here at the next one, we're going to go down from the consumer staples to healthcare. There was some news out there this week that showed that some of the healthcare stocks got pumped, because of the Biden good showing in the primary, but you can still see a lot of negative stocks in here. They are 62% neutral, 11% positive, and only 20%, 26% negative right there. Take a look as we go down here through the stocks. If you want to see which ones turn positive, we're going to get to the positive ones right over here, and there isn't many of them. None of them really are long-term positive except that one right there. So I clicked on long-term positive, and WellCare Health, you can see that all green all the way across, and that is slightly bullish to, well, wrong one right over there. That one is very bullish right there. So that was probably the best one in here. UNC, United Healthcare, which had a big upturn at the end of the week, still wasn't enough to turn this positive. So it's slightly bullish to neutral in there that we're looking at. So that is a look at healthcare. I'm just going to go through these really quickly so you can get a good sense. You can see my focus list of 84 stocks and futures in there. Let's take a look here at the communications. This is a relatively new one. Look at these stocks. You can see how negative they are. 52% negative, 41% of them are neutral, and 7% only are bullish. And you can see Discovery, very bearish. Fox, very bearish. Omnicor, very bearish. All of those, you can see that. Just tons of great information that you get in there. And the most positive that we see in here, well, people are going to stay home and watch videos. So look at Netflix right there. It is bullish. Amazing how this just absolutely works so well. Let's take a look at the next one in here as we move to the industrial sector, XLI. Of course, industrial's not in great shape either. 51% have a directional bias in there that is negative, 46% neutral, and only 3% positive. Let's just filter here on the long term right there, and you can see the Boeing, of course, under huge pressure. American Airlines, because nobody's going to travel. Alaska Air, these are all really negative. Got a few neutral ones that you can see showing up in there. And if I come down over here, there is absolutely nothing that looks very positive when I look at this. It's all just really negative. Let's move over from the industrials, XLI, and go down to the technology stocks, XLK. Of course, some of the technology stocks haven't been that bad, but look at this. 37% negative, 60% neutral, only 3% positive. Pretty hard to find anything that's very positive in there. As I scan on here, what about on the short term? Anything positive on short term? Well, I don't really see much in there. I'm just going to scroll all the way down here. Nothing positive on the short term at all. Let's try look over here and long term only, and we'll see that long term it's 24% positive, 51% negative. These all look really pretty bad when you look at that. XLI, whoops, we got a little update there. Let's get off of that and come right in here into the we did technology. Let's skip consumer discretionary. I did financials right over there when I talked about the XLF. Well, look at here, 55% are negative, 45% neutral, and 0% positive in the financials. This group is in terrible shape, and as I said, it is very likely to continue weighing on the stock market. Very bearish to neutral. There's a slightly bearish one, and really when I'm just going to scan on here, you can see Aflac all red across, AIG all red across, AMG, all of this stuff. Of course, you could look at this if you have this particular tool. It's just absolutely fantastic. Let's just look at the materials right in here, and you can see that, well, materials are 67% negative and only 4% positive. Well, what could possibly be positive in there? How about Newmont Mining? Very bullish. Green all the way across. Very strong positive conditions suggest minor declines and higher prices. And if you look at it, you could see how positive it is. And you can see in here all of the stocks in here that are either slightly bearish or very bearish in the materials category. And if you're an investor, you would be able to sidestep the decline that's going on right now. So this is a look at me just doing some analysis in here using this absolutely amazing thing. You could just go back to single symbol mode in here and, you know, put in anything you want. You want to see IBM? Well, there's IBM, and IBM is not coming up. I don't know what's the matter with that. Okay, well, for some reason, it just jammed up. But, oh, there it is. I had it up there. Sorry. So there's IBM. You could see it's neutral right there. Let's take a look at NVIDIA, which everybody loves, right? Everybody loves NVIDIA. And look at that. It's still bullish. Short term has neutralized, but these are still pretty powerful. Just wanted to give you a good peek at the Slimulator Momentum Tracker and give you a good sense for the conditions of these groups. Of course, if you want to have the Slimulator Momentum Tracker, it's just a level 1 membership, and all for the next month you could try it for just $11.50, and it's included in all levels. So give it a try. Become a askSlim member, and I think you will love that incredible tool, and we keep adding and improving on that all the time. Nobody's got anything like in that. All of our built-in algorithms in there, and you can have it for practically nothing.